Oh, it just says Andy is not alive.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, you don't see me because I got to turn my camera back on.
Is this a new window or the same chat?
I don't know.
No,
I don't see
4 viewers.
All right. Let's see what's going on here.
It's a lot less laggy though from like time to talk to you to watch the screen. Like it was up towards like a minute and a half probably earlier.
Oh, really? I think it was probably. Yeah. I think it was probably was what was going on was. Are we back up? Did we say?
Yeah, we're good, man. I'm looking at our beautiful mugs right now.
Everybody.
I don't see it on YouTube. For We Dig.
I just commented on it.
Yeah? All right, let me refresh the screen. Was it the same stream?
It may not be. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
It probably is a new window. Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's okay. It happens. Everything happens. Sometimes.
I'm just sharing again here so we can get our people back.
Yeah, we getting them back on. Thank you guys for popping back on. Yeah, it's back on YouTube. Jonathan's back on. Underfoot's back on. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for popping back on. All right, so after that all messed up, I have no idea what happened. Merrill, you're kind of out of my screen again. Out of my screen. There you are. All right. Do you see me? It's all good. Yeah,
I don't. I'm here. I'm just not seeing it on Facebook, but that's all right. I mean,
it's on Facebook. Here. I see it right now. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on YouTube, but yeah.
Here we go. Oh. Now we are looking.
Is it good? Everything good? All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Harry gives something away before they all come back. All right, sorry. Thank you for coming back on, guys. I appreciate it. So, what were we saying? I couldn't remember. I can't. After that,
I think we were just about to start talking about the terrible Notre Dame fire.
Yeah, yes. So, as many of you guys know, the Notre Dame Cathedral caught on fire. And it was a terrible, terrible thing. Do you guys know why that caught on fire? Has there been any official anything saying?
Electrical.
Yes. Yeah. There was a video circulating, but I think it was one of those like Fox News like hates the world thing, and they had it so superimposed, like the squares were like this big on the screen, and then it's just like a black dot moving. It's like, oh, the pyro who lit the place on fire caught on camera, but it could have been a bird on the roof. Like,
well,
it was terrible.
They were really fast to dismiss that it was a person. You know, they said they came on quick and said that it wasn't an arson fire. So I don't know. I'm a little sketchy about that, but you know, I don't know. And I hate to say it like that, but we're talking about an 800-year-old church just catching, huh?
The location where it started. I believe me. I mean, there was in New York, there was somebody who was carrying in gas cans to St. Patrick Cathedral. So yes, there's a lot of crazy people in the world. The Notre Dame fire, though, it started right in the middle of the roof of the church where they were doing renovations, and I don't know. To me, there's no bells and whistles going off that's saying, okay, this is, you know, it seems legit. You know, they were doing construction on that right there.
It's hard to say. Like, I mean, whatever. I've not even been there. Like, I can tell it's a beautiful old place, but the thing is, like, being that old, that wood would be so dry. Like, you could probably rub it with your hand and make it char. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So fat, like a sheet of paper, I would imagine. So, I mean, that's the thing. There's all these people barking like, oh, you know, the fire department, they haven't sprayed any water on it and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Like, inside, it's all like these vaulted ceilings and everything. And I also didn't want to just cover it in in water because there's priceless artwork and all this other stuff in there that could have got wrecked. You know, I know a bunch of fire professionals myself, and you know what? Sometimes you have to, give and take. It's like fighting a beast. You know what I mean? You can't go in and give it 5 good ones and expect it not to hit you back, right? So it's one of those things. You got to be careful about what you're doing, but you also don't want to fill the place up with, foam and water and everything, because then everything's wrecked. But you got to maintain it that it's not going to, spread through your whole city. But I will say something that is neat. I guess it's kind of on topic for our later talk here and this. But they actually, the fire department over there actually was using a drone to monitor the fire, which I love. Some positive drone action, because you hear all this crap about, the Gatwick airport and all these other airports. Oh, it's inside people flying drones at these places and whatever. You know what? Like, there's idiots in everything, when it comes to drones or metal detecting or the hot rod community. There's assholes in every bunch.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things. It was nice to finally see something used in a positive kind of way. And, it's neat that they can use that, because now I know that the new Mavic Pro 2 can actually be fitted with a heat sensing camera. So they can tell the temperatures of everything all in that building as it was on fire and everything. It's an amazing tool.
That is amazing. Wow, I didn't know that. But another thing about that, and you were saying, Greg, that they didn't want to douse the place with water, because if it got waterlogged, then these vaulted ceilings would even collapse even further than they were already falling down. So there was this really fine line of what these firemen could really do to save this. The best thing they could do is, hell, if the whole thing burnt down, which it didn't, but if it did, they had a lot of time to save a lot of that stuff,
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. For the most part, it's like a brick building. It was only really going to be the roof that was going to burn anyway. So in theory, it would be stupid, but you could probably still go in the main level for quite a while if you really wanted to and get the hell out with shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's some amazing photos of the firemen. You could see the roof on fire and coming in, saving the relics that were in there. And of course, they know very well that roof could have came down at any moment. But they got cojones.
It's part of the job. I know we witnessed stuff with the 9/11 tragedy. My hat is off to all the fire and first responders.
Yes.
Like, it's a crazy job.
Yeah. And like I said, it was a terrible thing to happen. So, and I was just reading, because I printed some stuff off, and I just thought, it's just, the place was 850 years old. Jesus Christ. That's old. That's like...
Yeah, you were probably there.
But
where's my sound back, Sandy? Come on, man.
What? What?
The air horn.
Where is it, dude?
There we go.
Oh Lord. So seriously, that place was really old, and the wood was really fragile. You would think that they would have maybe thought about at least like going through and updating the electricals, at some point.
I guess you can't think of everything. Sometimes it's just, the tragic happens. We want to prevent it as much as possible, but, it's, you can't plan for everything.
That's true.
People step up, look at the firemen there. They went in, they got most of the stuff out. A lot was lost, but a lot was also saved. And it has another layer of history now.
Yeah, that's true. That's really cool too, because it survived the Great Fire of 2019.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely nothing to laugh about. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible tragedy. And but it's one of those things that life. There's things that happen. And nobody can control it, and it just happens.
Well, And that's what's so strange about a place like that is, you know what, like, I'm a non-religious person, but you know what, it's still like, wow, that really sucks. Like, you don't have to be of, like, you know, you could be Christian, Muslim, Catholic, whatever, and, you know, your heart goes out to those people in that town, and, you know, and just the history for the world. You know what I mean? It's an unfortunate event.
Yep, very, very unfortunate. So, guys, have you heard about the Great American Coin Hunt? Greg, I know you don't live in the United States, but you visit Michigan quite a bit. But have you guys heard about this?
I actually have not.
It was from Roger Diddleberger. Had something on it the other day, and I was like, "What is this?" So I clicked on it and looked at it. So thanks, Roger, for filling me in. So I had something to talk about here.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely so.
Very, very cool. But you know
what? I'm too busy trying to become a millionaire metal detecting. So
that's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a very long time, but I missed the memo on that.
So let me finish though. The premise is they're going to be like, here's a handful of awesome, like, silver coins. They're going to sprinkle them into, like, the money, and then it's just going to get, like, spread out in your change, right? So, like, you go to McDonald's for a quarter pounder, and then boom, you get a quarter back, and it's like a Walker.
Okay, so here. Well, I mean, yeah, possibly. So what it is all these guys that collect coins and all that. They are just dumping, you know, valuable old coins into circulation, old currency, bills, coins, all kinds of stuff into circulation. And it's happening for this week. The week's almost over, actually. And it's throughout the week. And then this stuff's going to be in circulation for a while before you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not getting all snagged up, like, right away, because people will keep using it that don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but the one really cool thing I wanted to mention that is going to be something highly collectible, and you all really need to be looking for it, is that the U.S. Mint got in on this national American coin hunt. And for the first time ever, they have released a quarter from the Fort Myers Mint. I believe it's Fort Myers. And they've never released a coin from there to the public. And they are releasing a quarter from there. And it has the mint mark with a W on it. So if you see one, or is it Fort Myers? What is it?
West Point, I think, right?
West Point. That's it. West Point. Why did I say Fort Myers? For some reason. West Point. That's it, Merrill. Perfect. Yes, West Point. It has the W on it. So if you see one, snag it up. If you see as many as you can, snag them up, because they're going to be highly collectible.
That makes me wonder if people from the Mint have been watching on YouTube all of the coin roll hunting videos, because those are pretty popular.
They must. They've blown up. I mean, I haven't got it. At first, I'm like, oh, that's stupid. But then, you know, it's like, oh, you know, you got an extra $100 sitting around. You go get a few rolls of nickels and whatever, and you sit there for an evening. But it's cool.
I completely agree. It's whatever to each his own. Whatever makes you happy, you got to do it, man. If your brain is wired to it, you got to do it.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yep. So I do got to say, we all should be looking out for that. There's going to be vintage coins. We're talking Indian heads, obviously wheat pennies, Ike dollars, just everything's going to be. There's so much cool stuff being put out there. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I might have to try and I don't know, go buy some McDonald's or something and check my change over there.
Sad part is I never carry cash on me, so.
No, me neither. I'm a debit guy, so I'm gonna. Like, I'm going to a hunt over in Detroit next month. I'm gonna have to go take cash out. That's gonna be so strange.
Yeah, I never carry it.
Like weird $1 bills. Like, what is that?
No,
I'm telling you that the people that are going to be crying when the economy goes just to credit cards and debit cards, the metal detectorists. Because, oh man, what are we going to dig?
That means everything's going to be good.
God forbid.
You guys are already losing out because we have $1 and $2 coins here. You know what I mean? Like, I think you guys have dollar coins, right?
Yeah, we got a $2 bill. I didn't know that there's a $2 coin in Canada.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm sitting right here. Yeah, it's called a toonie.
Oh, toonie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not up on that old Canadian. I never dig that stuff, so.
I'm Googling that right now.
I find a crap ton of American stuff. Like, I probably find as much American as I do Canadian, like clad and whatever. Actually, even my old coins, my 2 oldest coins are both American large cents. Actually,
wow, it looks like a euro a little bit.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Nickel, yeah.
It is really. We don't have $2 coins. All right, we have $1 coins. So
okay, you guys got to get in with the snow Mexicans, okay?
wait, what?
The snow Mexicans, Canadians.
Oh yeah. I guess. Oh yeah. You guys, but you know. I feel like we got a good relationship, us Canadians and Americans, huh?
Yeah. Good. I mean, I wouldn't say that between America and Mexico at the moment, but we're not going to get into that political wall.
I will build a great wall on our southern border. I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
What?
Now I hear it. I thought we were reverbing in that.
The most disgust man in the world. And some people add ing to the end of disgust.
I could not stop that. I had to hit that button. All right. Go ahead.
I know this isn't a political show, but I do have one favorite Trump moment. It's when he was like, it was in some interview, and he was like, Puerto Rico. He tried to sound like all like exotic, saying Puerto Rico.
Lord, no. I've never seen that one, but I do like when I watched the whole election process, and I'm going to tell you, the whole time I watched it, I was just completely entertained. I was completely entertained just because he just like. He says what he says, man, and it comes out, and you like it or you don't, So, anyway, we are not getting on the political conversation, that's for sure. So, guys, what gear do you all use to film and to share your finds, and what is the gear that you guys use on your YouTube channels?
Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. We got a display.
First, because I'm going to be kind of long-winded here. I'll give you a little brief rundown. And,
cool.
It's got a button. Yeah. It's got a button right here, and you press. I'm going to take a video right now. So, oh my goodness, I look really terribly dorky in
that. That's like RoboCop, man. That is cool.
Yeah, but the expense is you have to look like RoboCop. The good part is it's convenient. It's got a USB connector. You connect it to your computer, brings the files over. During a hunt, you don't want to go. I have a GoPro too, and I'm going to use that for underwater. I've been using that a little bit, but this is just so much easier. You push a button, it records. Yeah.
And then you run into your buddies, and you can be like, "Come with me if you want to live."
Yes.
Yep. No, hey, that's
camera too.
Hey, that's actually really cool, man. That's really cool. So, and those are HD. That's HD.
Yes.
A lot
most of my videos on my channel have been filmed with them.
Oh, really? That's really cool. So another thing is a lot of people use their cell phones. Like, their cell phones take great footage. And, it's not like the old days when you use a phone and it was not very good, They're pretty good now.
Yeah, I have 3 GoPros and, all the little gadgets for hooking them up and attaching. But this is my main beast here. This is the Osmo Mobile 2 from DJI. This holds my phone, so you can film in 4K on this. It's all stable. That's how those shots I've been doing, are super smooth and whatever. And built into this is with the app, you can do all your hyper lapses and time lapsing and You know, if you want some burst shots or whatever, I mean, it's such a cool thing, you know, for detecting or, you know, even taking with the kids.
Greg, what's your channel? I'm sorry to ask you here live, but I actually don't know it.
Oh, it's Southern Ontario Diggers. I'm just I'm trying to get it going this summer. It's going to be my big stretch.
Greg.
You know, if I get to 500 by the end of summer, I would be very content.
Yes. What is it? Southern Ontario Diggers.
Yes. And,
I just put it in the chat on YouTube.
Awesome.
You'll see this beautiful face. There's some I was going as Dig and Droke. My last name is Droke for a while, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start a Facebook page. We're gonna get this thing rolling and whatnot. So that I decided to I'm taking this next level. Like I wanted to make it almost like a TV show when people tune in. Like there's an intro, there's a storyline to it. There's maybe old photos, and then
no, Greg. Wait, Greg. Your series, your SOD series, is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, it really is. I mean, it is pro. It looks good. You like have historians on it, and you talk about properties and the history. It's absolutely an amazing series, man.
Thank you. And the thing that I find funny is, I mean, I'll watch stuff and I'm like, man, I look and sound real stupid on there. If Garrett Drayton called me and said, hey, come on to Oak Island, I'd be like, okay. But then I would look like the biggest douche on TV. They'd catch me sitting there standing there having a drink, paying over, and I'd be sitting there like eating a donut or something stupid. I feel kind of dumb in front of the camera, but it's like this, you kind of warm up to it, and so far I feel like this show is quite a bit better than our first one for conversation and whatnot. So
we get better as we go.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
By the 10th one, you'll be like
I'm having fun being a guest here.
I appreciate it, Merrill.
I'll be like Whoopi Goldberg, man. This is gonna be The View. We're all gonna have opinions where we can different.
So,
no.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
There was an interesting comment in the thread here. Just Dirtfish and said, can't afford any more equipment right now. So again, I'll make this quick. This is part of my happy midlife crisis. I spoke to my accountant about this, and since I do YouTube, and especially it's a slam dunk case because I have the other channel, the art channel, which is monetized. But this is a small business. You have to think of it like a small business. I got a separate card, for it. Any expense, including this trip, legitimately, because I am going detecting and I'm making a video. It's something that you could consider, as a write-off. So I just want to throw that out there. That was like a mind blow for me earlier this year because I've spent a lot on equipment. But, YouTube is a monetizable, platform. So, you can... It's something to consider.
No, hey Merle. I was going to tell you, I also sell metal detectors, and I count my internet. I count part of my electricity. I count all of that as deductibles, and yes, I count gas going to and from metal detecting because for me, that is a business expense because I have to use metal detectors to sell metal detectors, yeah? So, I can't sell you a metal detector I don't know how to use. Or I can't sell you a metal detector that I don't care about. I have to use them. So, I count it as a business expense. 100% correct, Merle. 100%.
See, the beauty about gear is, everyone's always going to be in a different thing, maybe you got laid off from work or, maybe you got kids like Andy and I do and the money's tight or whatever. But you know what? There's moments when, I have a little change in my pocket. So I'm like, you know what? As tacky as the term is, YOLO, and you buy something, that's the thing. I'm not at the point of monetizing my channel or whatever, but you know what? I sucked it up and I bought this thing.
Oh, shut up.
Mavic Air, and it is honestly, it's taken
that adds to the quality of your videos. So absolutely.
like films in 4K, 100 megabits per second. Like this thing is wicked. Hyperlapse again, coming up in, it's June or July when the rules change. It's legal to fly up to 400 feet. Not that you'd ever go that high to film any detecting videos, really, unless you're getting an overview of where you're at or whatever. But well worth it. I'm not trying to
Hey, Greg.
Anybody, but they're great.
Hey, Greg, does that thing like follow you? Like, can you just set it on like follow you mode or whatever, so it like keeps you in the camera? Oh, that is so cool, dude. You don't even need to have anybody go with you to get a camera shot of being detected.
Yeah, and there's quick shot modes on this drone too that you can set it up like. I know you've probably seen a couple of them in that video I made with Joe. I had to reverse he actually had to walk backwards in the tech because I had to reverse the thing to start as a globe and zoom down to him. Mm-hmm. So to make it look like he was walking forward. But there's that shot, it's called Tiny Planet. There's ones where it'll like orbit around you. You can pick the diameter of the circle, or it'll do a helix. It's kind of like football shaped, but it goes like up high behind you and then comes back around.
Oh, nice.
There's a ton of neat stuff you can do with it. It just like, flying it around or general, like, sunset photography or whatever you want to do with it. It's a neat toy. Like, I mean, they are expensive, but, as long as you're not going to be a dink with it, and harass your neighbors or, try and fly it through the woods and expect you're not going to crash, then, I mean, you just got to be safe.
I'm planning on investing in a drone later this year because, think of this. There's, a symmetry when you detect the beach. Like coins, line up. You could literally fly the drone, see the coin line. It makes it a lot more descriptive, like teaching-wise. You see where things fall. And, I want to add that element to my videos. So that I want to get scuba gear first. Obviously can't do it all at the same time. But... I got a White's 300 Beach Hunter. That needs scuba gear. Then after that, by the end of the year, getting that drone.
Well, Merrill, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say, Merrill, real quick, that don't go cheap on the drone. All right, you got to get a good one.
Do you have any suggestions?
Oh, I would say. Okay, if your needs for like YouTube and whatever are like mine, I would probably say the Mavic Air because it is smaller than the Mavic Pro. Although they've come out now with like the Mavic Pro 2, and it's got like a Hasselblad camera on it, and
How do you spell Mavic? M-A-V-I-C?
Yeah, the Mavic Air is the one that I have with the Fly More combo. Comes with 3 batteries, the charger, remote.
I'm taking notes in the comments, actually.
I'll pull it down here so you can see the size. It's super convenient for taking places. I have a big waterproof case that keeps all my stuff, but I mean, if you needed to pack light, that's it right there. I mean,
wow,
that's the size of a cell phone.
That's pretty cool.
Very portable and awesome for that. So that's why I chose that one. It actually has a better, I think it's higher frame rate than the Mavic Pro as well. So it really is a winner for the YouTube video making. So that's why I chose that one anyway.
Well,
if you don't mind me asking, how much did that one go for?
I got it on sale, and this is Canadian dollars, but it was like $1,200. So, I mean, there's forums all over Facebook. There's people, upgrading or whatever. So there's drones for sale all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a believer you get the right thing the first time. I kind of worked my way up with detectors. My first one was a toy one from BJ's that I was just standing in line. I'm like, I want to try that. $30. And then, found the coins with the next one, and then, bought the next model up and so forth. But, now I could see instead of doing that, saving up getting the right one the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought this little one. It's called the Tello, It's made by Rise, but there's DJI components in it, and it's pretty good. It's got some sensors, but it's more for like indoors. It's only about that big, and it's cool. It's cool, but it doesn't have any gimbal or anything, so you can see it doing this. And you know, that's the one thing I really wanted. I really wanted to make a professional looking video, so I needed something with like a 3-axle gimbal, and it has the capability to film in 4K, but YouTube knocks down the quality anyway to like 720 or 1080 if you're lucky. So I just usually film in 1080 anyway, just for the simplicity. And then your computer isn't overloaded with trying to render 4K at the end of your editing.
And if you're also running it through a decent, video program, editing program, that you can add a bunch of really cool stuff to your videos too, because, when you start adding lower thirds and all this other stuff to your video, it becomes very heavy, very big, very fast. Believe me, I render stuff and I'm using up 2, 3, 4, 5 gigs every time I render a video sometimes. I mean, it just happens, Yeah,
and it's not stuff that really takes it to the next level, in my opinion, And like when this last video I made with Joe, when he comes on camera, his name flashes across, and it just, the logos are there, and boom, like it's, it's way better than my initial videos where I'm like, okay, guys, I got cool here. Check it out. When you try and find a branch or something to lean your phone up against when you're in the woods to try and get a stable shot. But I don't know. I mean, it's not like necessary to buy this kind of gear, but honestly, the gimbal and the drone have, it's really been able to let me take my stuff to the next level.
Yeah, dude. I think that since you got that drone, you've made some really awesome videos, dude. Really, like you made some good ones.
I'd like to see it. Yeah.
So Merrill, I use what is it? Premiere Pro. I use the whole Adobe family for everything. So if you get into it, it's like $50 a month. I got a deal on it because they were running a special. I get it for like $35 a month, but I get every Adobe app and all the mobile apps. And dude, the quality you get from it is amazing. So
I use iMovie. I hated that at first. My job gives me a computer that's a Mac to work with, so I had to get used to that. Pretty good computer.
You should get Final Cut for it.
Yeah.
Get Final Cut Pro.
I've never used.
That's the stuff there. I mean, for Apple, for Mac, that's the stuff.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yep, go ahead.
You go ahead.
All right, sounds good. I put the question in the chat. What does everybody watching use to render videos? And got a few answers there. Underfoot Adventures, a.k.a. Mr. Keith. Who has a very big channel, New Level Auto, 19,000 subscribers, said, I never edited any video. Now that's artistry right there, because I've seen he has an auto channel, and, just to go from, you have to know your stuff. Me, you could probably hear me even talking right now. I do, every other word. To do that straight through, oh, that's respect right there. I definitely need to edit.
A couple. I had my buddy from work come help me film episode 1 of SOD, and we were trying to film this intro, and it was honestly like, "Hi guys, welcome to like episode 1, blah blah blah." I must have done it 15 times. You start to get pissed. You have them keep deleting it off the camera thing, and like, oh, it was one of those things. You get right to the end and go, or something stupid. It's hard to just say something and be like that on camera. Like, to talk to you guys here or whatever, you can keep a conversation flowing, but to just come up with something nice to say and have it sound pro, that's where I gotta say, I've seen Aquachigger film a video when I was at Toronto, and that guy is a genius. He's like a news anchor. All of a sudden, he just turns on a personality, and he's like, "Oh well, hey guys, we're here in Toronto." He's unbelievable. I don't know how he does it. It's like he's used face paint or something. It's weird.
Oh, that's great.
Interesting comments out here. Tony McSeeden said, trying to figure it out on YouTube. That's right. I didn't even think of that. YouTube does give us a video editor. I think, answer this in the comments if you don't mind. I think you have to upload the video to YouTube first and then edit it.
You can upload it to a private link or to privately and then edit and then make it public, yeah.
Gotcha.
I would say the best way to do it is just to go about getting a good program that can edit videos. You know, they got some great software. So Filmora is a good one. You know, I use Premiere Pro. They got, you know, Video Pad's free. It's not the best, but it'll get the job done and it's easy to use. I mean, there's quite a few out there. Coral Video's not bad. I mean, there's quite a few.
Yeah, and well, I mean, if you want to get really insane, you could do After Effects, but that's a lot of. That's
for After Effects, though. You know, that's adding effects to a video after effect.
It takes a lot of RAM too to process that stuff.
I use After Effects. I run After Effects. That's what I made all of these graphics, the ones that move. That's what it was made on, was After Effects, which I love it. I'm learning it, and I'm going to tell you, I have found a newfound love for motion graphics. Yeah, I am like super into it, man. Like I
don't know, man. You could be on like Dalmatians 59 or something working for Disney.
No. But I do think it's
for one, and two, it's like, okay, there's crazy competition here, so you got to raise your game, and the combination of those things, you know, it makes you innovate. It's pushed me further than any school has ever pushed me. Let's put it that way. You know, like you want to get good at stuff.
What the heck? It says we're broadcast interrupted, but everything's going fine. I don't know. We just got to keep going, I guess. Anyway.
It just said lagged, buffering. Oh, and now it says you're back.
I think we're glitching out there, boys.
Yeah, we might have been glitching, but I think we should be coming back soon. I don't know what's going on. I have 0 drop frames. I have my computer's running at 22%.